lab, I'm going to show you how to backup and restore configuration on FortiGate in GNS3. Remember, backing up is one of the best methods as a network engineer you can practice to ensure that during downtime you take the minimum time to restore the service. There are multiple methods on FortiGate Firewall or Fortinet has provided through their FortiGate device to ensure that you back up your configuration. One of the ways is that you can use external hard disk or USB to store the backup, or you can create a backup on trivial file transfer server, that is TFTP server, or you can create a backup in the cloud. There is multiple alternatives in creating backups depending on your strength or your current needs. So in this, for example, I have configured this topology here, this network, whereby LAN network can communicate with the internet. All interfaces are configured and we can verify that. You can see I'm pinging what? The DNS for Google, for Liquid Telecom. We can ping for Google. You see? So meaning my FortiGate firewall is up and running. What if maybe a crisis happens? Like maybe power outages, earthquake-like, or maybe, you see, you are given a new FortiGate, you have no previous configuration. You see, in networking, we always say that there is principle of network design fault tolerance. Ensure that in case there is a downtime, let it take minimal time to restore the service. So in this scenario, I have accessed my FortiGate in the browser here. So you log in. I'm just showing you how to back up and restore. So this is the interface of the FortiGate firewall. This is version 6.45. So on the dashboard, those are the monitoring parameters that you will find most of it. Then this is the network system, then policy and objects, security profile, VPN, and user authentication, and logs. So anything to do with the backup is under this system, you see. So you will come here, you will come on administrator. The administrator has the capability to reboot the system, shut down the system, backup and restore. So under the system, there is this configuration here. There is backup, then restore. Also, you can you can revise the backup or generate a script to automatically backup at certain intervals using the APIs. So let me go back, system, then backup. Backup to local PC. You can back up to the machine itself or USB. So USB disk or external hard disk, you will plug in the hard disk through the USB port, then you'll back up your configuration. And also there is this ability of giving it a password, encrypting your configuration so that in case it lands to a third party, still you are safe. So you can give it a you can give it a password just as a kind of encryption to ensure that indeed you are secure. So in my case, let me give it a password. You see, it has prompted me that what do you want to do with this file? I want to save it somewhere. So I'll save it here, FortiGate backup. I'll just maintain the name. Once I do that, with having this one, I can reset the firewall, then restore the backup. So execute, then factory reset the firewall. So you see the system is going down. So what you have to understand is that FortiGate Firewall is one of the easiest firewall to deal with. And you as a IT support, a student or a network engineer in the job environment, you must put the mechanism to ensure that you have a record of your backups. As the network changes, ensure that you back up so that if any scenario that distracts service provision happens, then you can restore quickly, because a network is so much important when it is reliable and available. So let's check. You see, remember, my FortiGate firewall had a very specific host name. Now it has come back to the default. You see, when I log in, I'm prompted to set a password. So you'll just get you will access the FortiGate firewall, bring it online, then just configure the password. Then there is nothing you will do on it but restoring your previous configuration to be where you were before. So let's check. You see there is nothing on this. So you will configure the interface so that at least you can access the firewall in the browser. So in my case, config system interface, edit. I think port 3 as the management interface. You can see port 3. So once I just get the IP address, set mode DHCP, then set allow HTTP FGM HTTP telnet, then set allow HTTP HTTPS FGM telnet ping, then SSH. So that one alone is good to go. The moment I repeat this one, you see it has gotten this IP address. So I will use this IP address to access the firewall back in the browser. Then I just restore my configuration. And still, once I restore my configuration, I'll be back where I was before the disaster happened. So I'll come back here. You see, even it has brought itself back online. So I'll just log in. Then, so the previous section was backing up. Now I can use the default because this is the restoration point now. You see, this is the host name, the current host name. So I'll come back here, then configuration, then click on restore. You must remember now the password that you set while backing up your configuration. So I'll upload my configuration. This is my configuration. It was backed up on 21st June. Once I do that, I must put the password to be authenticated. Once you do that, the system will reboot. So as the system reboots, it will just fix all the configuration that you had done before the disaster or service disruption happened. If you had configured this interface to get IP address automatic, it will get that IP. If you had configured the host name to be in a particular format, it will get exactly as you did in the previous backup. So ensure that there is types of backup. You can do it incrementally depending on the security policy of the organization you are working in. But for our student learning purposes, you have to get or understand all these techniques because it can help you at least to save an organization from such scenarios. So in this video, if maybe you happen to have a question, please don't fail to comment. I'm always on to check on your requests. If you want also this file, I can send to you. I can share all the images. The images are on the drive. You can get them. So once the system now is booting, it will restore my previous configuration. Forget about what I have configured the interface here. You see this configuration here? These are going to be replaced by what I had configured before in the previous backup. You see, it has restored my previous host name, FGT-FIN, meaning finance. You see? Let me log in, the password. The moment I log in, then you can see. This is port 1. I had commanded it to receive IP address automatic. This is the one port. Then port 2, you see, this is the IP address assigned on the LAN port. That is port 2. Port 3 is the management now that I'm using to access the firewall. So let's check via the browser. So that's how you can back up and restore configuration. So the time I factory reset this particular firewall, this computer here was not pinging the internet. You see now, after restoration, it has just come back to where it was before reset. So thank you so much for following this particular lab. Let's meet in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, please.